I went through primary school right through and failed every year, primary school. In those days, you just went to high school anyway, so I failed year 7, did year 7 again, failed year 8, did year 8 again, failed year 9, they said you can't do it again, went into year 10 and failed year 10. By that time I was driving a car, I was 2 or 3 years older than everybody else. So in those days you were just a difficult child or a terrible child or a delinquent child.
The naughty kid.
Well, more than naughty, bigger than naughty, because I got on some really bad issues. And then they thought, well, the way to straighten that out would be to, in those days you got caned. There's 6 on one hand, 6 on the other with a piece of cane. But the school they sent me to, my parents sent me to try and help, was a private school, unnamed, and the teacher there took a rubber hose or plastic hose from the science lab, put lead in the end of it and belted me with it. So I would go into the sick bay with bruises and the nurse would let me rest a while, send me back to class, and it would happen again. So when I got bigger, by the time I was about 14, I was 6'2", whatever that is in the new money.
Tall.
And so when the teachers tried to do that, I'd just say,
Don't touch me now.
don't touch me, I'll effing take your head off.
Wow, and sorry.
So I became a violent child.
Well, only because you experienced violence in school.
That's right, violence in school.
Model
and I had
practice
to respond to that. And then I started to be violent with the kids in the school. So I'd pick up chairs if they upset me and smash them over the head. So I was suspended on multiple occasions.
Wow.
There wasn't one occasion when the teacher said, I can't. I got thrown out of class for multiple times. So I went down to the deputy head and he said, look, I don't know what to do here. Here's 2 shillings. Go down the shop and buy a bag of peanuts. Well, I figure out what to do with you.
Wow.
And but first of all, he said, go back to class. I can't deal with you. So I went back to class. I was back again within 5 minutes. So that's when I got the peanut thing.
You can't have possibly been the only ADHD kid in school.
Oh, no, there were a lot. Look, I reckon, like, as I specialise in that as a treatment psychologist, there's probably 5, 6, 7% in the population. And that's universal across the world.
Yep.
It's a neurological disorder. It's not a behavioural disorder, but it leads to behavioural disorder. And so I didn't get diagnosed at all. But when my son in America, 13, doing exactly the same.
Behaviourally.
My clinical director said, I think your son might have ADD, they called it.
What does that stand for?
Attention deficit disorder. And the H is the hyperactivity. So we took him to a psychiatrist in America and got medication, and it was like chalk and cheese the next day.